Alright guys, this is a video response to Dave Lawnboy's post. It's a question doing the rounds. Do you think YouTube is too crowded for a new channel to start out, you know? Is it just too saturated for you to ever get a foot in the door? Something that I asked myself when I first started out, and it definitely felt like that at times. And I'm guessing a lot of new channels or people who are just starting out have asked themselves that a lot as well. The first thing I would say is that any time when I've ever tried to do something new, there have been a lot of negative thoughts that get knocked around. People always have something to say about whatever it is you want to do, and it usually is along those same lines. When I first wanted to apply to medical school, people said to me, "Medicine? I mean, that's really competitive. Are you sure you're doing the right A-levels for that?" And when I wanted to move to London to do my next stage of training, "Oh, London, there's so many people there. Are you sure you'll be able to get in?" I'm writing a sci-fi novel, and if you were to read the advice to people trying to get a novel published on blogs or whatever, it'd make you just want to give up. Because, yeah, the market's really saturated, and people will tell you, well, you know, you're going to have really stiff competition. You've got to ask yourself the question, does people saying stuff like it's going to be competitive, it's going to be hard, it's going to be saturated, does that actually change what you want to do and who you are and how you express yourself? If you've got any ounce of actual drive, of desire to do something, the answer to that question will be no. Okay, sci-fi is a massive genre, it's oversubscribed. I can't help but want to write it though, because that's what I want to do, and that's what this comes down to, is you've got to be true to yourself if you want to be happy. Forget whether YouTube's saturated or not, just start by making yourself happy. That's what I did. I wanted to make videos because I wanted to make videos. And of course we all want to have people watching them, but actually that wasn't the main thing. The main thing was me proving to myself, can I actually do this thing, and is it interesting, and is it fun? Yeah, it is. The second thing to say is that if you ignore all of that negativity and people saying this stuff's too crowded and you looking through big channels and thinking I'll never get that big, if you ignore all of that and actually just do something that you like, that you love, that you're interested in, and it's good, people will come to like it. There's always room for people. The most important thing that draws people to stuff is your personality and your passion. So forget comparing yourself to other people. Forget worrying that it's too crowded. Just get on and be who you are, and people will find that attractive and will come to liking your channel as a result of who you are. The other thing to say is, yes, there's a lot of video game channels out there, but as Dave touched on, I honestly believe that every person has something unique about their attitude, their way of expressing themselves, their way of doing things, their niches, their things that they like that other people don't. None of us like exactly the same things. We've not all had the same influences, even if they have large areas of overlap. All of us who like video games will have had our own little crappy games that we liked from the past, our niche games, games that other people might not have liked. Dark Colony, for example, I didn't know that was a popular game. It was a crappy little game that I used to like. It's my most popular video because other people out there will share your same niche little things. So yes, it's very saturated, but you yourself have got things inside you, memories, personality traits that people will find refreshing. As long as you're trying to be true to yourself. The problem lies in if you're trying to be like other channels too much. I mean, yeah, I'm massively influenced by other channels. I probably started out wanting to be Steve Benway because I loved his videos. But if you actually try to closely copy someone, no, of course you're just going to disappear into the endless pile of other things that are out there. Gain influence from other people. You know, actually, the fact that it's really crowded is good because it means you can learn from other people's channels. Don't make the same mistakes as them. Be a melting pot of other people's ideas. Use that actually as a positive rather than as a negative. Yeah, it's saturated, but that means that you can have such a big springboard to move off. See what other channels are doing, learn from it, and put your own spin on it. I'm a guitar player. Every guitar player is a mixture of probably their 3 or 4 favourite guitarists, as Philip Anselmo said. Every new band is inspired by 4 or 5 old bands, but the mix of bands is different for everybody, and it's mixing up stuff that makes things new and interesting. So, no, it's not too crowded. It being already well established could be a good thing, and you yourself have got unique character traits, attributes, likes, different things. Play on the things that make you different. Think about what they are. For me, it was maybe that I can do those guitar tracks. Yeah, there are big channels that do that, but that was actually something that I can give that not every channel can give. So I do those now and then. Think about what it is that you have to offer and play to your strengths. Take care, guys. I'll speak to you all soon.